Welcome, this is Baller Scuba with Let's Play Pokemon LeafGreen. We are going to be playing a first generation Pokemon game with third generation rules. I will go over what that means later. We are also going to be doing a challenge run. I'm going to be doing Nuzlocke, Unevolving. I'm going to go ahead and call it Brave Run, and I'll go over what that all means in a bit. But first, we need to start a new game as we stare at a Venusaur. Let's get this underway. First, we can go over controls. I really don't need to go over these. They are standard controls for pretty much any game. But this is important. In the world which you are about to enter, you will embark on a grand adventure with you as the hero. Speak to people and check things wherever you go, be it towns, roads, or caves. Gather information and hints from every source. New paths will open to you by helping people in need, overcoming challenges, and solving mysteries. At times, you will be challenged by others and attacked by wild creatures. Be brave and keep pushing on. Through your adventure, we hope that you will interact with all sorts of people and achieve personal growth as our biggest objective. Press the A button and let your adventure begin. It's pretty standard for an RPG, actually, and here we can find Professor Oak. Hello there, glad to meet you. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Oak. People affectionately refer to me as the Pokemon Professor. Wait, does that mean you're not an actual professor? I've always assumed you were. Where'd you get your degree? This world is inhabited far and wide by creatures called Pokemon, and he has a Nidoran female that will be brought up later. For some people, Pokemon are pets. Others use them for battling. I'm going to be using them for battling. As for myself, I study Pokemon as a profession. But first, tell me a little about yourself. Now tell me, are you a boy or are you a girl? Seriously, Professor Oak? You couldn't tell just by looking at me? Alright, we will be a boy for this run. Let's begin with your name. What is it? Like, do you know me at all? Did you just randomly walk up to me on the street and start talking? The hell, Professor Oak? Okay, they will give you a default name for this. Just let's look at a couple of them. We're not going to pick it. Right, so your name is Roak. No, that is a terrible name. What kind of name is Roak? I apologize to any Roaks out there. But what kind of name is that? Is it Roke? I don't know. What else you got? Is it going to be the same one? Right, so your name is Gary. No, my name is not Gary. All right, let's actually pick an actual name this time. As suggested by Admiral Buttercrust. Who else? We are going to be Dumpus. Right, so your name is Dumpus. Yes, it is. This is my grandson. He's a total dick. He's been your rival since you both were babies. He used to beat the crap out of you from across the crib. What was his name now? How do you not know your own grandkid's name? No, it's not Ash. That's for damn sure. We are going to pick a name for this character right here. As suggested by Novin Isaiah Olsen, this will be Choo Choo, which is a reference to Xenogears, and I will get my revenge on Choo Choo. Damn it, Choo Choo. Was it Choo Choo? Yes, Choo Choo, the train. That's right, I remember now. His name is Choo Choo. Indeed, it is. Dumpus, your very own Pokemon legend is about to unfold. A world of dreams and adventures with Pokemon awaits. Let's go! And we warp down to our sprite, who we can see here. As you can see, we're a little bit of a retro kid because we have an NES. Dumpus played with the NES. Okay, it's time to go. No, come on, like pop in Zelda or something. And alright, I only got so many games for that. My mom won't buy any for me. It's crammed full of Pokemon books I've been studying my whole life. Anything in here? It's a nicely made dresser. It will hold a lot of stuff that I will never put in there. What we want to do before leaving is we want to boot up the PC. What would you like to do? I want to... Wait, what? Did I miss something? Yeah, okay. Item storage or mailbox. I don't have any mail. as far as I know. Yeah, no mail to start the game. However, there is an item in here to start the game, so I do want to withdraw it. So let's take me my potion. It restores the HP of one Pokemon by 20 points. That will be explained more later. Basically, this is an RPG, and we are going to have our Pokemon be our characters that do the battling for us. But, well, there's going to be a lot going into that. Apparently, a lot of people, and I think I even did, when you first booted up this game, you didn't know how to get out of the room. Of course, it's a lot more apparent in this version of the game, but in red, blue, and yellow, there was just kind of a carpet here. In order to leave the room, you just have to go left. What's this? It's a posted notice. If you're confused, ask for help. Press the buttons. I will not be asking for help here. Now, Mom, how you doing? Where's Dad? Right, all boys leave home someday. It said so on TV, and you can always trust what's on TV. Oh yes, Professor Oak, next door, was looking for you. All right, I'll go see Professor Oak. There's a movie on TV. 4 boys are walking on railroad tracks. Oh dear God, I better go too. Yes, isn't this the movie where they find the dead body? I can't remember the name of that movie to save my life right now. But if we head out, we can find ourselves in town. This is Pallet Town. As it says right there, shades of your journey await. Thank you, sign, for filling me in on unnecessary details. Is that right? Oh, look. What does it say? Trainer tips. Press start to open the menu. Like that. So, that is how we find out what the menu does. This is indeed a kind of watered down RPG compared to what I've been doing otherwise on the channel, but it is in depth in other ways, especially when it comes to the battle system. So here we can see the bag, that's your inventory. We can see an potion, just potion in the items bag. This is kind of weird. This is something that they added later on in the original versions of the game. You just had a bag full of stuff. Here though, you can actually cycle through. You have items, key items, Pokeballs, and is that it? That is indeed it. Other versions of the game will add more compartments to your ever more complex backpack, but for now, that will do. Here we can look at our game data, stuff like that. Here we can see that my ID number is 29699. No badges. I've been playing for 3 minutes apparently, and I have 3,000 Pokebucks. We're just going to call it that, 3,000 Poke dollars, something similar to that. I have the option to save, and I can go through the options. There's very limited stuff here. We'll be going over more options as they come to us. Here, it's pretty standard. Actually, can I switch that to stereo? Why is it default on mono? That's weird. That's fine, and that's all fine. Okay, we're good. We are good. So we can get out of the menu, and we can continue exploring town. Now, we really don't have any Pokemon right now. We've been studying them our whole lives, and finally, we are granted one, I guess. How you doing, buddy? That's hopefully what happens. I don't know how we can begin a Pokemon journey without one. Technology is incredible. You can now store and recall items and Pokemon as data via PC. This is a system that I've always wondered about, because you can turn Pokemon into just data streams, but they never do that with almost anything else. It kind of weirds me out. Here we can find Oak Pokemon Research Lab. Well, that's not where we want to go just yet. We're still exploring town, and that's where we need to go at the end. Is there anything in the mailbox? Dumpus's house. Apparently says that on the mailbox. It doesn't say, you know, what our last name is or anything like that. Just the name of the kid that lives it. And was this one? Choo Choo's house. All right, let's go fuck him up. Let's go kick his ass. How you doing? Oh, Daisy. Hi, Dumpus. My brother Choo Choo is out at Grandpa's lab. What you got here? It's a big map of the Kanto region. Now this would be useful. Too bad I can't have it. And why is there no upstairs? You guys just live in one big room? What the hell? There's clearly 2 floors here. All right, whatever. This is indeed the Kanto region. We didn't know that in the original versions of the game. In red, blue, and yellow, we just thought this was the whole world, what we saw here. But later on, as they went to new regions, we found out this is called Kanto, which, if memory serves me correctly, is supposed to reminisce of Japan in general. How you doing? I study Pokemon as Professor Oak's aide. Good for you. Professor Oak may not look like much, but he's the authority on Pokemon. Many Pokemon trainers hold him in high regard. He must know about all the Pokemon. Every last one of them. You say the same thing as the other guy. And here we can find Choo-Choo. What? It's only Dumpus. Gramps isn't around. So where'd he go? It's like an encyclopedia, but the pages are blank. Interesting. Press start to open the menu. We were already told that. The save option is on the menu. Use it regularly. You will need to do that. I will especially need to do that. Here we can find Pokeballs. They contain Pokemon, but they're not going to give me any more information than that for now, unfortunately. We will be going over which one of those three I want in a little bit. But for now, we are just going to continue on with the plot, which is done by leaving town, which is not what they told you to do at all. You see that grass over there? That's high grass between those trees. We need to head for it. We don't make it though. Hey, wait, don't go out. It's unsafe. Wild Pokemon live in tall grass. You need your own Pokemon for your protection. Well, you wouldn't let me take one of the balls. I know, here, come with me. And off we go to where I just was. But he wasn't there. I don't know where the hell he came from. If you noticed carefully, he came from the left. And in my mind, the only thing to the left is my place, where my mom was by herself. I'm just saying. Gramps, I'm fed up with waiting. Damn it, Choo-Choo. Choo-Choo? Let me think. Oh, that's right. I told you to come. Just wait. Here, Dumpus. There are 3 Pokemon here. The Pokemon are held inside these Pokeballs. When I was young, I was a serious Pokemon trainer. But now, in my old age, I have only these 3 left. You can have one. Go on, choose. So, the Pokemon lead researcher, I guess we could call him, he's only got 3 Pokemon left. What kind of Pokemon researcher only has 3? Hey, Gramps, no fair. What about me? What about that Nidoran that you had earlier? What the hell happened to that? Be patient, Choo-Choo. You can have one too. Indeed he can, but not before I can have one. Oh, they took it out. In the original versions of the game, there used to be a trash can here, and you could like try to select it, and they'd be like, "There's no Pokemon here." It was funny. They took it out, unfortunately. All right, so there are 3 Pokemon for us to choose from. I will actually take a look at all 3 before I choose one. Here's Bulbasaur. I see, Bulbasaur is your choice. It's very easy to raise. Now, this stuff is very misleading. Do not believe what Professor Oak tells you here. Bulbasaur is easy to raise. I wouldn't say very easy, but we'll go over why that is in a bit. So, Dumpus, you want to go with the grass Pokemon Bulbasaur? Not right now. If we head over here, though, we can find ourselves a Squirtle. Squirtle is your choice. It's one worth raising. So, Dumpus, you've decided on the water Pokemon Squirtle? No. As you can tell, we've encountered a grass and a water Pokemon. There are elements in this game. This has one of the best element systems in any franchise that I have seen. It's very complex. In the original version, there were 15 elements. In this version, there's 17. And we will be going over a lot of them as we continue on. It works actually surprisingly well, how it all works. And finally, we have Charmander. Charmander is your choice. You should raise it patiently. So, Dumpus, you're claiming the fire Pokemon Charmander? No, I am not. I just wanted to show them all off. So, don't believe what he says. I believe the first instance of the game, when you look at Charmander, he says something to the effect of, well, this one's the hardest Pokemon to start with, which it is. As a result, a lot of people still seem to think that Charizard is the best starter Pokemon. I disagree. I think he's the worst of the 3. But as you might have noticed, we have grass, we have water, and we have fire. This forms what I kind of call a circle, because, of course, Grass is going to be strong against water. That one kind of makes sense, not too much sense. Water is strong against fire. That makes complete sense. And then fire is strong against grass. Once again, makes perfect sense. So all of them have their weaknesses, but also their strengths, even in this group of 3. I will, however, pick Bulbasaur to start this. It was a very close vote. Charmander actually didn't get any, but Squirtle was right up there. Mew was right up there. Mew is not normally in this game. We'll go over Mew more later. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff throughout this game. I'm trying not to overload you with information to start. We are indeed, though, going to start with the grass Pokemon, Bulbasaur. This Pokemon is really quite energetic. He always says that. Dumpus received the Bulbasaur from Professor Oak. Can we get a little jingle for that? Do you want to give a nickname to this Bulbasaur? When I first played this game, I never gave nicknames. Have ever since, though. We are definitely going to be giving a nickname to Bulbasaur. Look how much room we have. Apparently, Pokemon can have longer names than people.